Grading short answer assignments and grading essay assignments in Google Classroom is identical. So let's grade the short answer assignment that we created in an earlier video. I'm on the Classwork tab of my Google Classroom. I'm going to scroll down to my short answer assignment, Cats versus Dogs. If I click on this, you can see that one of my students has turned it in. You can also see my rubric and the assignment itself. I'm going to click on the one, and I can see that William James has turned in his assignment. So I'll open it. And when I open this, it opens all of the assignments of my students who've turned it in. In this class, I only have one student. But if I had others, and I click this drop down, all of my students would be listed here. And I could use these carets to flip through all of my students' assignments and go back and forth. You don't have to grade an entire assignment at once, and you don't have to return any of them to your students until you're ready. So you can grade them all as a group very easily. So here is my student's actual assignment. You can see he's put some answers into the boxes. Over here, I can assign a grade. And here is my rubric, originality and neatness, or my criteria. So I would read his answers to both questions. And then, depending on what order you like to do things in, go ahead and give them their rubric grades. If I click on these carets, it reminds me what my actual levels of the rubric are, so that if I want to reread that as I'm assigning points, that's fine. I'm going to say it's adequate for originality, and for neatness, it's quite good. Now, I want to leave a comment for my student because he did not bother to give me APA citation for this quote, for the resource it comes from. So I'm actually going to add a comment to it. Going up here to this plus comment button, hit add a comment, and say, please give APA citation for this quote. Hit comment. My student will see that comment when he gets his work back. I can also add overall comments that will appear with the assignment. I'll say nice work and hit post. That posts my comment. I'm done grading. You can see that my rubric, which is out of 6 points, has adjusted to the overall points that I wanted the assignment to be worth, giving this student 83.33 points out of 100. When I'm done grading and I want to give the assignment back to my student, I'll hit return. Note if I hit this arrow, I can return just this submission, or I can return all of my students' submissions at once if I've graded them all. I'm going to return them all. Checking this button checks all of my students' names if you have many students in your class. And I'll hit return. Now, I've graded this assignment. I can close it, and when I'm back in my Google Classroom, you'll see that this student's grade, 83.33, is in there. Now, if I go back to my classroom, there's another place that I can actually see the grades. So if I go to the Grades tab at the top, you can see that this assignment, Cats versus Dogs, my student now has a grade, and I've returned the assignment, so it's no longer in draft format. That means the student can actually see their grade.